Hi Lambs, it's week 18 at Miss Marcia's house. We have another great story today, and we're going to go ahead though and begin with our hello song. So get ready to sing. James is here today, shout hooray, hooray! Ella is here today, shout hooray, hooray! We're all here today, so let's praise God and say, Mila is here today, shout hooray, hooray! Nora is here today, shout hooray, hooray! Brady is here today, shout hooray, hooray! We're all here today, so let's praise God and say, Penny is here today, shout hooray, hooray! Sarah is here today, shout hooray, hooray! Michaela is here today, shout hooray, hooray! We're all here today, so Micah is here today, shout hooray, hooray! Bennett is here today, shout hooray, hooray! Emmeline is here today, shout hooray, hooray! We're all here today, so let's praise God and say, Miles is here today, shout hooray, hooray! Jack is here today, shout hooray, hooray! Mommies are here today, shout hooray, hooray! We're all here today, so let's praise God and say, Grandmas are here today, shout hooray, hooray! Let's sing our Bible verse songs. We're going to start with Love One Another, John 13:34, on your red heart. Matthew 28:20, orange triangle. I am with you always, always, always. I am with you always. Matthew 28:20. I am with you always, always, always. I am with you always. Matthew 28:20. We're going to do trust in the Lord and do good. Psalm 37:3. Blue circle. Trust in the Lord and do good, do good, do good. Trust in the Lord and do good. Psalm 37:3. Trust in the Lord and do good, do good, do good. Trust in the Lord and do good. Psalm 37:3. All right, and our last one is, for God so loved the world that he gave his only son. John 3:16, purple hexagon. For God so loved the world, for God so loved the world, that he gave his only son. John 3:16. For God so loved the world, for God so loved the world, that he gave his only son. John 3:16. It's time for our Bible story. Well, we have another miraculous story today of Jesus healing a blind man. So I hope you enjoy.
The Bible tells about a man who had been blind since birth. He could not see anything. He never saw the sun or the clouds, and he would have to spend his days begging for money. One day, he heard a man calling to him. He followed the sound of the voice. The man continued to call him, and he stumbled his way over until he found the man. The man told him to come and kneel down next to him, and so he did. The blind man didn't know, but the person that he had come to was Jesus, who had been healing people all over the region. Jesus picked up some dirt and spit in it, and then he rubbed it into the blind man's eyes. Then Jesus told the blind man he needed to go to the pool of Siloam, and he would wash off the mud out of the water, and then he would be able to see. The blind man didn't know who Jesus was, but when he heard Jesus speak, he went at once and obeyed him. It wasn't easy to get to the pool of Siloam, especially for someone blind. The way was rough and rocky. The blind man had to stumble his way through the rocks and use his cane to try and figure out which way to go. As he walked through the rocks, he was excited that he might be able to see when he washed the mud off of his eyes in the pool of Siloam. So he persevered and continued to go through the rocky road. The blind man was getting closer and closer to the pool of Siloam, and as he got closer and closer, he was excited because he had hope in the words that Jesus told him that when he washed the mud off his eyes, he might be able to see. He climbed up the rocky side as he got to the pool of Siloam. The blind man removed his eye covering as he prepared to wash the mud out of his eyes in the pool of Siloam. He found the edge of the pool and he sat down next to the pool. And then he dipped his hands into the water. He brought the water up to the mud that was covering his eyes and he washed it off. He dipped again and again. And miraculously something began to happen. He could see his hands for the very first time. It was a miracle. He could see the sky and the trees and the plants. He was so amazed and happy. He took his cane and he threw it away and he began to do a dance. The man ran to tell all of his friends what had happened, and then he saw Jesus. He ran to Jesus, and Jesus said to him, "Do you believe in the Son of Man?" And he answered, "And who is he, sir, that I may believe in him?" Jesus said to him, "You have seen him, and it is he who is speaking to you." He said, "Lord, I believe," and he worshiped him.
In our story, the blind man could see all sorts of things now. One of the things that he would have been able to see is light. And our song today is called Jump, Jump, Jump into the Light, Light, Light. So make sure you stand up so you can jump. this week and hearing the story of how Jesus healed the blind man, your picture this week is a picture of Jesus healing the blind man. So I hope you'll color that. It is time for us to sing our goodbye song. I will see you again next week. Bye, lambs. It is time to say goodbye to all my friends. It is time to say goodbye to all my friends. It is time to say goodbye. Give a smile and wink your eye. It is time to say goodbye to all my friends. Bye, friends. I'll see you again